Welcome to another awesome episode of I Know Jax. It's a new year and a glorious one it is. In November, I Know Jax celebrated 5 years on the air, so this year, right now, we're working on the 6th year. And as far as I know, we're the only independent local television show that's made it that far. Now, the word independent can mean a lot of things, but what I mean is that I Know Jax is not owned by a network, publisher, or media company. I Know Jax is a small mom and pop business with a large crew of 2, myself and my wife. I love doing local stories here in Jacksonville, and this is one of my favorite places to visit, the Caddyshack Ranch. So, give me a little history on Caddyshack Ranch.
Sure. Caddyshack Ranch Wildlife Sanctuary started in 1985 when we moved here to the property. And been doing the same thing as caring for animals. The difference is I would have to say, not only are we caring for animals, but we're caring for people, as not only school-age folks are coming out to enjoy the animals, maybe to learn something about a future career, but we're having a lot of tourists come and visit the animals. But we had over 85,000 people come through the sanctuary last year. It's just been a blessing.
Amazing.
Facilities like ours, a sanctuary for the animals, is very important. There's a lot of places that are not funded by the state or federal government that we consider like a city zoo.
Right.
The city zoos have records that go back many generations on their animals. A lot of these facilities that we work with don't have that type of documentation. The zoos don't even care to have those type of animals at their facility. So what happens to those animals? We want to give them a forever home here, but it's important not only to consider forever, but to have a quality of life, and that's what we look forward to.
Cool. So when they're rescued, where are they rescued from?
A lot of facilities, zoos, wildlife facilities, or even breeding facilities may be governed by the state and federal government, but they may not be open to the public, or they may be open to the public through private entities.
Got you.
So when they're like that, a lot of times what happens is their funding becomes low and it affects the animals. The federal and the state inspectors that come on a regular basis to inspect the animals want to make sure that the animals are getting the quality care that they should be getting. If that's not happening, then what happens is they're going to step in. And then we're going to be there to help and aid that to where we can hopefully get them back up to par. They're all wild animals, and they are. But they weren't bred out in the wild. They've been captive bred animals, and to be put out into the wild, unfortunately, is dangerous for the animals and for humans, because what's happening is we're having human infringement on parts of the territories that the animals walk on a natural basis. So as it's being taken away and their areas are being shrunken, it becomes very dangerous for both.
You guys are funded by private donations, is that correct?
All private donations. We've never received a city, state, or federal grant. It's been something due to hard work that has made this successful for the animals and for the people to come and enjoy.
If you haven't been to the Caddyshack Ranch, you really should make the trip. It's an amazing place. This year, I Know Jax is expanding and growing, and to make it, I'm gonna need your help. Now, since I Know Jax is a small mom and pop local business, we don't have big financial backing. Now, thanks to our local sponsors, we can keep producing the TV show. But this year, we want to take a big step forward. See, we're planning to do live broadcasts online, and in order to do that, we need some specialty gear. And this is where you can help. I'm asking everybody to help out. By help out, I mean donation, and even a small donation helps us. You can find all the information about that on iknowjax.com. We love local businesses. Our motto is eat local, drink local, and be local, and that's what I Know Jax is all about. Every week I showcase local businesses on our show, both on TV and online, so make sure to follow us on Facebook because this year I'm posting a lot of great stories there. I'm hanging out at Lulu's Waterfront Grill with Chef Ryan, and he's gonna make us some shrimp and grits because
it's one of the best things you can ever eat, you know.
I think we already said because.
Yeah.
We don't have any.
We don't really
go
need
any further than that.
No. What we do is we start with a little bit of clarified butter. You know, in the South, it's butter or bacon grease. One of the two.
You gotta have lard or butter, right?
So we're gonna use butter, but we're gonna put bacon in it. So I think it's gonna work out either way.
Both.
These are wild-caught Georgia shrimp.
Cool.
You know, I think what we try to do, you know, with all the sources
Keep
we
the
have,
local flavor. Heck
exactly. All the sources we have for local seafood and produce and stuff like that. I mean, there's no reason to get shrimp from somewhere overseas when we can get it here.
Then this is some of the best shrimp in the world.
Absolutely.
Be done.
Absolutely. You know, house smoked bacon lardones.
Nice.
Render that down with the shrimp.
You do a lot in-house that way.
We do. We try to make everything, you know, from scratch as possible. But with this shrimp and grits, it's a little bit different. It's not like your traditional Charleston shrimp and grits. This is more of like
Not as soupy.
not as soupy, but the flavor profile is different. It's more of like a New Orleans style.
Gotcha.
So we basically we do this when we do like a New Orleans barbecue, Worcestershire,
okay,
lemon
cool.
juice, garlic, and then a little bit of butter at the end.
Nice.
You know, but what I've got here, this is some grilled Creole Trinity. So that's instead of like your classic French mirepoix, we got the celery, the onions, and peppers instead of carrots. We've seasoned with a little bit of Creole seasoning.
Nice.
Put on the grill, so you get that kind of charbroil flavor aspect as well, a little smoky.
Nice.
You know, let all that stuff marry together. A little bit of garlic. Can't go wrong with garlic.
No.
Can't go-
Valentino.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, not going to go wrong with
exactly.
garlic.
Yeah, you know exactly. you know what I'm talking about.
Loving it.
And then, you know, what we try not to do is make it so soupy. You know, I think that's a mistake a lot of people make. So we deglaze with a little bit of lemon juice.
Oh, that brightens the whole thing up a little.
It does. Adds a little bit of that acid to it. A little bit of Worcestershire. Just
You
to
say
kinda-
Worcestershire, I say Worcestershire.
Yeah. I think that's been a battle that we've all been fighting for years.
Is it a pecan or a pecan?
I say pecan. See? But I think that's just where I grew up.
And believe it or not, they're all accepted.
And we put a little bit of hot sauce in there.
Heck yeah. You put a lot for me, man.
A little touch more for you?
Why
Okay,
not,
yeah,
right?
we can go
I
right
like
with
that.
Then just kind of let that reduce. And then we'll fold in some
Not
cold
that I want to influence your
No.
at all.
I'm the same way. I'm the same way. I can go with a little more hot sauce. And we've incorporated our homemade pimento cheese.
So cheesy grits made with your homemade pimento.
Exactly.
Nice.
But then this is a little something different. Like you don't typically go and see like a New Orleans style barbecue
Not around here.
with shrimp and grits.
I like it.
It's almost like a gravy kind of sauce, so it's up to, you know, whoever's eating how much sauce they like. You know, I like mine a little saucy, not too much, but especially with all that hot sauce.
Saucy but not soupy.
Not soupy, that's the key. You don't want soup.
And I like the grits. They look nice and they're coarse ground. So
Exactly.
it's not
You know,
the little-
you'll never see instant grits in this
No,
kitchen.
right,
You know?
thank
I mean,
you.
I'm a respectable Southern boy. You know.
You are Southern. Heck yeah.
That does smell delicious.
It does, yeah.
And then we just finish with some shredded green onion.
A work of art.
It's good.
And I say what we need to do is get that thing out to the dining room so I can have that in my belly.
With a beer.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Wait, you said a beer?
Maybe two.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay, gotcha.
All right, I'm hanging out in the bar with Dave here, and he's going to make something called a broken flip-flop, which I have no clue what that is. Tell me what that is, man.
Broken Flip Flop is one of our specialty drinks made right here. Got coconut rum in it, pineapple juice, orange juice. It's got Myers rum floater.
Do it, man. Let's stop talking about it.
All right.
So a little ice.
Little ice. Coconut rum, about 1 shot.
Heavy.
Heavy,
All
heavy,
right,
heavy.
There you go, okay, cool.
Orange juice,
Got it.
pineapple juice,
Sweeten it up a bit,
just a little bit.
like me.
Stir it up. Myers rum floater on top.
Oh, nice.
And then we want to make it pretty.
Now that is pretty. Not as pretty as me,
Of course.
but almost as pretty as you.
Thank you very much.
Now we got all the great food that Chef Ryan made for us in the kitchen. We got the shrimp and grits, the fried green tomatoes, and the farmer's wedge salad, which looks like a great thing to have here in the summer, plus a little tasty beer. Right here at Lulu's Waterfront Grill. See ya. There was a lot of interesting additions to the restaurant scene here in Jacksonville in 2016. Hobnob opened in Unity Plaza and is still going strong, as well as Bricks right next door. Also, the BURRITO Gallery continued to grow with leaps and bounds and opened new locations both in Brooklyn and in Jax Beach. In Jax Beach, the old-timer Monkey's Uncle opened its new location on 3rd Street. The Gastro Pub Empire City opened on Atlantic Boulevard, and on Mayport Road, one of my favorite places, Hangar Bay, is where you'll find really tasty ramen, also opened its doors. The barbecue place, The Bearded Pig, opened, and Kenny Gilbert opened his new restaurant, Gilbert Social, on Southside Boulevard. And let's not forget about craft beer in Jacksonville. The scene here continues to expand. Wicked Barley opened in July, and Intuition Ale Works moved from King Street to its brand new place downtown. Engine 15 opened its tap room in the new facility on Myrtle Street, and we got a brand new distillery in downtown located right next door to Intuition's new place, and they're called Manifest Distillery. Plus in Neptune Beach, Lucky's Market opened, the grocery store where you can sip craft beer or wine while you shop, and in my humble opinion, well, that's awesome. In the fall, we had another big grand opening when the entertainment complex Topgolf opened their facility near St. John's Town Center. Now let me know in the comments below what is missing from my list and what you think should be added. 2016 had its ups and downs. There were many things that, well, sort of came and went. Remember Pokemon Go? Speaking about coming and going at record speed. Now here in Jacksonville, many restaurants disappeared in 2016, and one of the biggest upsets and disappointments of the year was, well, for me, without doubt, the closing of SBRAGA & Company in Unity Plaza. I really didn't see that one coming. You know how much I love having an adult beverage, so I always enjoyed the Grotto in San Marco. I was sad to see that one close, but I'm very excited about the new restaurant that Chef Tom Gray from Moxie Kitchen is opening in the same location. It's going to be called Town Hall, and that should be very interesting. Now, in Jacksonville Beach, one of my favorite places for healthy food, this Chick's Kitchen closed its doors, and the Japanese restaurant Neptune Beach, Tama, closed as well. But Doro, a restaurant that I've heard really good things about, has opened in its place. In December, another one of my absolute favorite hangouts on King Street, the Silver Cow, closed. Now the good news is that they're not closing for good. They're moving to a new location in the Murray Hill area. I know I must be missing a bunch of things that we had to see leave, like Freebird closed. That was a big loss for music, and then there was the stage at Metropolitan Park. And let's not forget about the Jacksonville Suns. I know the baseball team didn't leave per se, but 2016 was the end of an era. The new name, the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp, wasn't met with a lot of excitement. Now, I don't know if we'll ever get used to that one. Then there was, of course, the Jaguars coach, Gus Bradley, who left, but we got Tom Coughlin back. Let me know in the comments below what you're missing from 2016. Every week I do an I Know Jax calendar of events that look interesting to me. Tell me what you think. Here's what we have. The Book of Mormon premieres this week. Now, I saw this musical last year and I really enjoyed it. The Book of Mormon is created by Trey Parker, Robert Lopez, and Matt Stone. Now, Parker and Stone are the 4-time Emmy Award winning creators of South Park, so you know this is all about comedy. The Book of Mormon is at the Times Union Center this week. Amelia Island kicks off its restaurant week this Friday, so it's a great time to go to Fernandina to try out some new restaurants. There's a prix-fixe menu with a $12 lunch option or a 3-course dinner menu ranging from $21 to $31. There are a lot of great restaurants and eclectic eateries. We have done stories from Kenny Gilbert's Underground Kitchen up there and Hola Cuban Cafe, just to name a couple. You can find those videos in my post about Amelia Island Restaurant Week on iknowjax.com. Restaurant Week in Amelia takes place from January 20th through January 29th, so you have plenty of time to make plans to go for a day trip. For you film buffs out there, there's a 4-day film festival starting in St. Augustine on Friday. Check their website for the schedule and tickets. Now for more detail for these events, check Fun Things to Do in January on, you guessed it, iknowjax.com. Just a quick note in case you were wondering, there's no Jackson's Night Market this month or in February. They're taking time off to make plans for 2017, but they will be returning again in March. Here at I Know Jax, we're also working on our plans for 2017, so if you have ideas about what you'd like to see, reach out to me and let me know. I'm very excited about our plan to do live online broadcasts in 2017, and I hope you can help us get started. You can read more about that on my website. Now remember, even the smallest donation will help us get this project started. Well, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next week. But before then, I'll see you on the internet. I hope you enjoyed the video. I would love to hear from you in the comments below. Now, if this is your first time watching an iknowjax.com video, I would love to have you subscribe so that I can continue to help you find fun things to do in the Jacksonville area. Every weekday, I do a daily video update to remind you of the things that are happening this week. Plus, we do features on great restaurants in the River City and a weekly video calendar of events to help you plan for awesome experiences. And last but not least, every week we create a new full-length episode on all the best places to eat local, drink local, and be local. So subscribe, and I'll see you again soon.